life is on the line, every second counts.
For every minute that a person is not breathing, their chances of survival decrease tenfold.
Quick response times are the most important component in order for us to be able to do our job safely and efficiently.
My fire department that I work for is cut so thin now, I can't imagine we're going to cut that kind of money.
The number of calls, 911 calls, that we respond to have increased, but our resources have not increased.
Because we're forced to do more with less, the citizens are getting less service.
It's very fundamental. The safety of the city itself is the first priority of the city council, any city council. And the San Jose City Council is no different.
And in tough budget times, especially as the council is facing now, it is very difficult to decide where those priorities should fall.
Firefighters in San Jose are always going to be there for you, 24/7, 365. We're going to do the job, but we need the support now and forever so that we can save your lives and property.
The San Jose Fire Department proudly watches over 200 square miles of city, protecting the lives and safety of nearly 1 million citizens. With 45 paramedic fire companies responding from 34 neighborhood fire stations, San Jose firefighters are being asked to do more with less. Just over the past 2 decades, San Jose has witnessed a booming growth in population and in industry.
As a mother in San Jose and a lifetime resident of San Jose, I've seen the growth. I still live in the area where I was brought home from the hospital. And the population in that area has doubled, tripled probably. Yet we still have only 2 fire stations.
Every year we've taken on more and more responsibility. Every year our environment changes.
The actual tasks that we do in our department since I first came on have probably doubled the amount of stuff that we do.
The challenge is as the population increases, the city gets more dense, so it's over time as we gotten busier and more congested, our response time is actually eroded.
The International Association of Fire Chiefs and the International Association of Firefighters jointly developed standards for both safe staffing and response times for fire departments nationwide.
NFPA 1500 is also known as a 2-in and 2-out.
Anytime firefighters are engaged in any kind of interior fire attack, they're required by law to be backed up by 2 additional firefighters with the same level of training in the same protective gear.
1710 really is the gold standard for minimum staffing and also response time. NFPA 1710 asks for a 5-minute response time 90% of the time. We're actually falling short of even the San Jose adopted response time standard.
Today, the city of San Jose is faced with cutting millions of dollars. Cutting an already underfunded fire department means fire stations will close, response times will increase, and public safety will be compromised. Let's look at the facts. The city of San Jose is the 3rd largest city in California, the 10th largest city in America. Of the 30 largest cities in the country, the San Jose Fire Department has the lowest number of uniformed firefighters. The San Jose Fire Department ranks 24th out of 30 in the cost per firefighter. Day after day, night after night, San Jose firefighters are being asked to do more with less.
The citizens of San Jose are going to lose. Right now, we're not even meeting the goals that the fire department needs to make with response times.
When someone calls 911, they want someone that they can trust and have confidence in.
We are the professionals. We're the ones that are going to bring a scene under control. And in order to do that most efficiently, we need to do it quickly before it's able to escalate.
As a fire incident commander today in my new role on the line as a battalion chief, I've seen the effects of truck companies being delayed to emergency scenes.
The ripple effect that we have if we eliminate a company, now another company would need to respond that comes from farther away. And that time cannot be made up.
The longer you take to get there, the bigger the fire gets, the hotter the contents of the room, and the hotter it is for the residents.
And it's almost impossible for us to meet the council objectives of confining the fire to a room of origin without a ladder company arriving in a timely manner as part of that affected firefighting force.
If truck companies are cut, we're not going to be able to rescue people. What's going to happen is the engine company are going to find the bodies when they're going in to extinguish a fire.
And we're extremely lean, especially in the peripheral of the city, where there's a need to have additional ladder trucks, and we haven't been able to figure out a way to fund those as of yet.
Because of San Jose's dramatic growth, dozens of neighborhoods that surround the downtown are in jeopardy because of the lack of fire department resources. This is known as the Ring of Fire.
If you live outside the Ring of Fire, the fire department response is already delayed. Any more cuts to those resources would make it more dangerous for firefighters and impact their ability to perform rescue and save lives.
The San Jose Fire Department is a full-service response agency. They do it all. When you dial 911, they will be there to take care of your emergency.
80% of what we do is medical. Medicals is what costs people their lives.
You can't overemphasize the importance of response time.
From the medical standpoint, there's documentation that's showing that the first 4 to 6 minutes is crucial in the ability to make a difference in someone who is in cardiac arrest or having a stroke.
As a matter of fact, the reason I'm standing here today is that in November of 2002, I suffered a cardiac arrest and I received immediate CPR.
It's important that we get there within the first 6 minutes because, as we know, the brain starts to die without oxygen within the first 6 minutes.
If the city council is considering any kind of a cut in the fire department, it terrifies me.
As a company officer, my first and foremost role every single day I come to work is to make sure that my crew goes home safely and in one piece.
I'm married to a firefighter. I have a concern. I don't want to be a widow with 4 children because the city hasn't provided enough support for him to do his job.
When you start to look at reductions in staffing, reductions in companies, then there's a direct relationship between that and firefighter injuries, line of duty deaths.
As the capital of Silicon Valley, San Jose is an alluring magnet for entrepreneurial business, large and small, and is home to a substantial number of world-renowned companies.
The world is becoming so competitive, and we now very much are competing globally. So anything that we can do to make sure that San Jose, Silicon Valley has an edge, we want to do that. So if I'm a business and I'm looking to either grow my business here or move here, public safety is at the top of their list.
This case couldn't be more true for San Jose real estate developer Mark Ritchie, whose downtown business was almost destroyed during a catastrophic multiple alarm fire in January 2008.
It was a miracle because the fire was so violent and actually got into the building, into our building, through the roof the night of the fire. It's very important that we maintain adequate resources for the quick response of the fire department. This was a case in point. I think that if it had been 3 or 5 minutes later, I think our building would have been gone and we would have lost this great treasure to downtown.
Industry and business, large and small, are the backbone of San Jose's financial success. Revenue generated from this vital tax base provides the ability to invest in schools, to create jobs, to protect our neighborhoods, and to preserve our environment.
We find ourselves today now confronted with tough economic times. Policymakers have serious decisions to make.
If you do away with public safety or you cut it to the point where people are in jeopardy in your own city, then there really isn't much use in having a city government at all. As much as we like parks and we like libraries and we like everything else the city does, you have to deal with safety and keeping people safe from real pain first.
We are an insurance policy for the city. And when it comes time to cash in or make a claim, you want a company that provides the best service.
I regularly tell audiences, if you'll give the San Jose firefighters a chance, they'll save your life.
It is my hope that in the spirit that we have seen in this community for the last 155 years, that our fire department will be there on the ready when we need them within seconds of that call.
Firefighters in San Jose will always be there for you in your time of need. We need the city to give us the tools necessary to get this job done.
When your life is on the line, or someone you love's life is on the line, every second counts. For more information on this vital public safety issue, please visit sanjosefirefax.com.